Hello everybody, how are you doing today? Welcome to the show. My name is Cami Snowfox and beside me is my boy Marco. And together we make Cami Snow and a fox named Marco. It's Cami Snow and a fox named Marco. And welcome to the channel. I'm a little private when it comes to things that I find very fascinating because not everybody sees what I see as like cool. But my style, my thing that really makes me happy is like this whimsical, artsy, spooky kind of vibe, right? That leads me to like anything in the oracles, the tarot, anything in that realm, I am big for. I think what's funny about this is this was going to be the channel at one point. At one point in my life, I sat down and I was like, you know what? I'm learning a lot about crystals, so I should make a channel about crystals and oracles and stuff like that nature, meditation and all of that. So I was going to go down that path completely. That was about, that was not 2 or 3 years ago. It was about 5 years ago when I was in Texas. I was going to do this entire thing. All I had at that time was a closet. I was going to do readings and everything like that. That just fell through. I could tell by my frustration, I just wasn't ready yet to talk about the subject. This was going to be the set for a long time. So I was just gonna go down the list and I was gonna show y'all some of the things that mean a lot to me for my spiritual journey. If you're a person that you're like, honestly, I'm ready to start my spiritual journey. I don't even know what that means, but I've been on like this ready to change my life phase. Well, hello. Welcome. That is the whole point of me existing. If you are looking for some types of tips, tricks, fun little things that are reminders to keep moving forward, then continue to watch this video. Leave a like if you see something, but I'm gonna just dive right in. I'm gonna show y'all some cool stuff that I have on the table here. Well, since they're right here in the middle, let's go ahead and start with these bottles. When I was a bartender back in Denton, the place that I worked at, they had these bottles. They were selling them by the glass. Every single one of them had like a different one. They had one for justice. They had one for temperament. They had all of them, right? I picked the ones that I felt called to the most. They came with me from place to place to place, but here is one of the bottles. This one, it is my sun sign, but it is the moon tarot card. So Pisces. This is us. I love it. I love it. I love it. This always just reminds me to just keep an eye out, to recognize that not everything is a good calling. Not everything is a bad calling. Just to keep an eye out. Use discernment. And then we have the star of the show, literally the star. And so I'm very connected to this bottle because creativity. When you're creating something, it's not easy to make something that is brand new. This reminds me of me. I'm always trying to think ahead. I'm always trying to figure out something that is not like anything else, and it feels good to know you can create and that is enough to make something of yourself. You can make something of yourself with your creations. So I think of that when I have this bottle. And then last but not least, I got this one. This is temperance, if you don't know. Temperance means patience. Patience, 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 patience. Wait, give it a little bit of time. Hold on. Well, that's temperance. I love this card. I love this bottle because it tells me that with patience comes knowledge, comes things that you might not even thought of. This is a great one to tell you if you're thinking of something and you're like, oh man, when is this gonna come? When is this gonna happen? Temperance. Temperance is here to tell you to wait a little bit and wait and see. You need to wait a little bit. These are like beautiful little bottles that I love, and they bring a lot of character to the home. So up next is my singing chakra bowl. Now, I believe any spiritual baddie needs one of these in his or her or their repertoire. They need to be right here. This is actually sung in the key of C. So this one activates the throat chakra. When I hit it, it hums and the entire room is still for a moment. It's something about that. Anybody that I bring around this chakra bowl right here, I just hit it around them. There's like a moment that the entire world just stops for a moment. And it happens to me too, where, you know, it's just a calming, meditative practice. So I do have the wand right here. I think it would be nice of me to hit this here for y'all and kind of make the room still for a second, no? Okay. All right, you just lightly tap it. That was kind of loud, but like I said, did y'all feel the momentum that this thing can create? Like, I'll go outside with this. It's just amazing how much ground it can cover. The place that I have right now, I'm sure everybody heard that. Sorry. Oh my gosh, it just really centers and clears out any negative vibes or any feeling. It is a perfect gift for somebody, especially, I know Christmas is coming up. This one's a top fund. This is like one of the ones up in the market. So if you have any questions about a chakra bowl or wanting to get one, you let me know. I will guide you to where you need to go. We're gonna start off small. These right here. If you have ever picked up any type of oracle meditation cards, aspiration cards, these are game changers. I am the type of person that will feel down on myself one day and I just need like some type of advice. Even if it's just like a small pick me up, but you don't want to call somebody every single time you need a pick me up. So these are like beautiful affirmation cards. One of them is a meditation card and one is the affirmations card. The meditations cards gives you more of something to do, whereas the affirmation cards are just kind of guiding you to what you need to hear at that moment. I got both because I like to pull them at the same time. I'm not sure if y'all want me to pull anything from any of these decks, but on the back of them, today is a fresh start. Today is a brand new day that I will embrace as a new beginning and make the most of this. So it'll say stuff like, today I'm flexible, today I will preserve, today I will make a difference, whereas the meditation cards are going to tell you, today you need to give yourself a self-massage. Today you need to look inwards to your feelings. These are great. If you're looking for a little bit of some guidance, you know what I mean? These were from Five and Below. You never know when the deck will call you. This time it was at Five and Below. The next thing I really want to talk about is crystals. Dun, 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 dun. When it comes to wands or necklaces or anything like that, these are like the powerhouses. This is my necklace of malachite. I got this actually as a graduation gift back in my college town, Go Mean Green. The malachite stones, these help with honestly pain, anything that has to deal with like feeling like you're suffering. These are what I bring when I need some healing power. These are very, very strong for me. I don't bring them out much. When I do wear them, watch out because these are very, very strong. I just think they also bring a beautiful color to anything. They stand out. I get a lot of compliments on this. I love this. And then we have the selenite. I think I said that right. The power wand. And anytime, any type of blockage, you just put this over the head. This is what I use for that. And so these are all my like fun little crystals that I like to bring out. I also use this with readings. And then one of my personal favorites, I actually got this from a stone shop in Austin, Texas for $75, I believe. But it is citrine and it is, I mean, I bring it to every single home I have. Anytime I just put it on my heart, it brings me joy. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you. This is the quintessential to any home. Get you a nice big rock from a actual crystal store or shop. They like chunk these down and stuff like that. I don't remember exactly which shop it was in Austin, but I know it was a good one. If you're also getting into cleansing your space or cleansing your aura, I recommend getting a nice piece of Palo Santo. These are actually from a store out here, a shop called Sacred Thistle. All of their things that they have, I mean, just gravitate me immediately. All of their stuff is very natural, very beautiful. I say get into finding the best kind of incense that you can find. These are the ones that I love for clearing for new beginnings. I usually just kind of also name them. I'm just like, this one's for new beginnings, and it just sets the intention, right? So these work beautifully. I'm actually going to light one probably right now. So I just got this product, but I'm gonna read it off to y'all. It is a turquoise sage, rosehip, and aloe. It says facial mist, but okay, I actually got this tip from Janae Aiko. What she likes to do is she likes to get a bottle of sage cleanser, like, you know, like anything that has to do with cleansing her aura. She just takes a little bit and sprays it around her. And like she says, it like just clears her aura. It was something about that where I've been looking for something like this for a year. And like I could not find something specifically like this. I almost thought I was gonna have to make it. Because I was like, you know how it is, you know, sometimes you just gotta make it. I always find that that is a good tip from her. And we share the same birthday. Hey girl, yes! Okay, get something like this, put this in your purse. And if you're feeling any negative energy, if you feel like, you know, okay, I'm in an area I don't need to be, get yourself a sage cleaner, spray a portal and walk through it. I think that would help a lot. Another thing I like to say is, one of my rules up in here is that we do not carry any old energy from work into the house. For the most part, I try to implement this as much as possible. If me or Jay come home and we already can tell that we had a little bit of a rough day, the first thing we need to do is take everything off, take all of your work clothes off, hop in the shower. We're hopping straight in the shower. We need to clean off all of that energy, wash it away, and then come into our space. And then if we still have a little bit lingering, we can talk about it, but get the main source, the energy, off of you. That's one of my little safe tips that I have. You know, it comes down to our protection, right? We need to protect ourselves. We need to protect our aura. We spend hours in a day at work, and sometimes we need to get that off of us as soon as possible in order to get back to where we are. So I like to shower as much as possible, just so I can be in the right mind and in the right body health. Honey, if you're just now starting off, have something white, something pure around you. Get you something that makes you feel safe when you hold it, when you wear it. It'll bring a little bit of some type of clarity and a little bit of protection. I think the last thing I wanted to discuss, you need to get you something that you are crazy about learning about when it comes to spiritual journey and things that call to you. I had thought I was completely done with cards and I was about to give it up completely. I really was. And then a Christmas came and I got these cards and another set of cards as a gift for Christmas. And it brought me back to realize that your guides always have something to say to you. There's always something that needs to be revisited. We need to be in tune. We need to be in tune to things that could have happened to us that we need to talk about. You know what I mean? So these are very, very welcoming cards. This is an oracle, and then I found later on in my journey the booklet that went along with it. So I got the cards first, and then a couple of years later I found the book. This is the Earth Warriors Oracle. If anybody is interested in anything like that, find something that brings you peace. Find something that brings you joy. You know what I mean? And write it down. Write down any of your aspirations, your goals. It's cool to type them out, but I believe firmly in writing your manifestation, things that you want to see change in your life, because I have seen so many things in my life change just because I wrote them down and I didn't forget about them. Keep dreaming. You're not too far behind. Have no fear. This is something that takes some time. I love it. It is a little bit of a wild space. I understand that, but I feel very much so at home here. And I don't feel like an outcast, or I don't feel something wrong when I'm in my mindful, grateful, joyful era. This is the mindful, grateful, joyful era. That old journal that you bought, go ahead and pull it out. This is stuff I wrote in 2022. I'm scared to read what's in here because God knows what I was thinking about, what I was dealing with at that time. Just find an excuse to write down your day so that you can go back into it later on and be like, oh wow, I'm not even really dealing with that anymore. It can happen. So, you know, stay strong. Honorable mention, if you have any type of instrument. If you're an instrument person, These are perfect things to help cleanse your aura as well. I use my flute to help cleanse my cards, bring a little bit of some lightness into the room. All of these things are things that have been guided to me through my cards, through my readings, through stuff like that. I know we just went through a lot, but it is okay. If you are actually somebody that's really interested in this stuff, please let me know. I love talking about astrology. I love talking about cards and oracles and crystals and beads and coins and wands and, you know, all of it. Incense. It is my bread and butter. Okay, I guess one of the final things is, you know, painting. I actually did not necessarily like that painting that I made, but I made it originally as an evil eye protection painting, and I almost didn't put it up, and actually I didn't put it up. My fiance put it up, and I'm actually glad that he did, because it reminds me more and more that, like, this is my space, this is where I need to be protecting myself, and it reminded me that it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to do what it is intended to do. That's pretty much everything that I wanted to say. If you like this video, be sure to leave me a like. I would love to talk to any of you about crystals, oracles, tarot, anything like that. You hit me up, I'm your girl. If you have anything that you want to add that you're like, actually, if y'all want to bring anything into the table, be sure to leave me a comment so that I can see it and reply back and be like, hey, okay, like, this is definitely my community. So if you decided to stay, I really appreciate it. This is actually like me. My world. My whimsical, weird, little cool girl fantasy. I don't know, but I'm happy here. If you're starting to catch my drift here, realizing, oh my gosh, this girl is nicheless. Be sure to subscribe, okay? Give me a little subscribies. I'll take care of you here. We can figure out something fun to do for the next video, and the next, and the next, and the next, and they won't all be the same. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Yeah, all right. Where's Marco? There he is. All right, signing out. Bye. Bye. Thank you.
Hey, it's about to get messy. This girl wanna be me. She 5'6" and she wears a beanie. Yeah, she's hella creepy. Calling my line, keeping my time, yapping about some shit that I don't wanna hear. Tick, tick, tock, now she hitting on my peers. Rude asshole, yeah, don't come near. But alas, I keep my class and shake my ass and really just have a good day. Don't give a fuck, bitch, get out my way. And if she didn't, then I kick it in the face. Yeah, she can match my hair. She can match my clothes. She can match my looks. She can match my friends. But she can't match my vagina. Sorry.